the Damar Hamlin game, it feels like we're going to be talking about that for the next few days. I still can't get my head around why they've put this as an island game in the evening. I felt like they maybe should have buried it somewhere. But Buffalo at Cincinnati, could this be a really interesting, explosive one, or do you think this is going to be a defensive battle?
I think there's enough there for me to feel pretty interested in attacking this game aggressively in showdown slates. Normally I only play like one or two teams in showdown slates, but the Bills defense isn't good enough that we have to be worried about them at all. You mentioned earlier on how Ja'Marr Chase is leading the league in targets and receptions right now. He's absolutely dominating with 12.1 targets per game. He's the only player over 11.3. So we know where the ball is going there. The Bills, their defense, like I mentioned, they're underperforming. They're banged up a little bit. They've not been fantastic all year. So I'd be starting Ja'Marr Chase confidently as a captain in showdown. Dalton Kincaid is, though, really interesting because the Bengals ranked 29th against tight ends. We saw that with Dawson Knox out of the lineup, he's seen this jump to 19% target share. It's been very impressive. He looked like the player that they kind of wanted to get going. We saw him getting those kind of designed runs around the goal line, you know, those kind of scheme touches, and it didn't quite work out, but he still found his way into the end zone. So I'd be very interested in starting Dalton Kincaid as a captain on showdown slates. I think if you've got James Cook, it's time to be worried. You know, we've seen really disappointing usage over the last few weeks, kind of regressed at points. We saw Latavius Murray getting touches, and now you've got Leonard Fournette, who teams know can pass protect, teams know can be a short yardage kind of guy. And it just doesn't seem like that's something that they view James Cook as. He has 1 rushing touchdown, 15 red zone rush attempts. It's not what you want to see from a player when you feed the ball to him that many times. So it's tricky. On the other side of things, Joe Burrow absolutely looked back last week. I mean, you know, we shouldn't have any questions about Joe Burrow going forward. Like, he just looks fantastic.
Yeah, I think the interesting thing I want to talk about is this Buffalo offense. It completely changed last week. Dawson Knox was injured. We saw them basically roll out 11 personnel, and the way they've used their wide receivers has completely switched. We saw Khalil Shakir get interested. If they're going to row forward, he's got the chance to be fantasy relevant moving forward. But the biggest player it changed for was Gabe Davis. Gabe Davis's average depth of target so far this year, 18.8, 11.1, 26.8, 17.7, 14.5, 15.3. Last week, his average depth of target was 6.0, and he saw a season-high 12 targets. He's no longer just a pure deep threat. He saw high target volume used in interesting ways underneath, and that put out one of his best fantasy performances of the season. If he is going to be used in this way moving forward, he's suddenly not just the boom bust Gabe Davis that we always thought he was. He's suddenly a plug and play wide receiver 2, wide receiver 3, and a really interesting player that you could potentially go out and buy right now before people realize that his usage is completely switched.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I've been a Gabe Davis fan for a little while. I think too many people held on to his performances last year and the fact that he played through a high ankle sprain and held it against him. And yes, his ADP did get a little bit nuts last year, but Gabe Davis, it's time to just embrace what we're seeing from him, and what we're seeing is very good.